Howdy YouTube, Hattie Mac 1114 here, doing a Remington 783 update video. If you've watched some of my earlier videos, you know that I'm pretty new to all of this, but that was kind of the point of my videos, was to get the beginner's perspective on the Remington 783. There wasn't a whole lot of videos for it when I first started getting on here and looking at it, so I figured I'd do my own. Well, I started off pretty sloppy and, built my rifle, and I have all my videos that show everything I've purchased for the rifle leading up to this point. And, my attempts at sighting my own rifle in were fairly unsuccessful. I had it in for one day, and then the next day I would tinker with it and I'd mess it up. So I took it to a local shop here, and they bore-sighted it for me. And then I went to the range yesterday on a Sunday and decided to see what I could do, and I got some help while I was there. So let me tell you what happened first. This is the target. I had it hanging up at one point, but I didn't want to be jostling the camera around. So we got 4 right here. Those are my first 4. That's why I wrote the one down. I was just aiming down range, aiming for center, and that's a pretty good grouping. And here to here, it's probably just over 2 inches. And then I got some help from a guy that was there at the range with me, and he said aim at this one. So I aimed at this, and I got this grouping, which is just under an inch, or just within an inch of each other. And so we adjusted my scope, and then I shot these. That's why I put the 3 there. That to me is an amazing grouping. Farthest apart is maybe an inch, just about an inch, but the fact that I have two rounds that share an edge at 100 yards, even though it's about an inch and a half high, that's amazing to me. There's 4 other holes here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Those are, I shot he had a Remington 700 SPS Tactical with him in 308, and we actually swapped rifles. And what it is after that third grouping I showed you, we swapped, and he shot mine. He adjusted my scope down about 2 inches, and then he shot my gun twice. He shot once, and I wish I'd gotten a picture of this, or I wish I'd taken his target, but unfortunately I didn't. So I really hope you'll take my word on this, because he's an experienced shooter, so he knew what he was doing. So he put my rifle down, and he took one shot, and it was about an inch high and an inch and a half inch to the right, and he tinkered with the scope just a little bit more, and then he took his time. He aimed down sight, and he aimed for, on his sight, this one, and he hit bullseye, dead center. That's what you can do with the Remington 783, the budget rifle from Remington. I only put parentheses on that because to me it's like, to me there's nothing budget about this rifle. It's a great rifle. But that's what you can do if you're experienced, and even as a beginner. Look at that. I've never had 2 rounds share an edge. Never. I'm not a good enough shooter. I have my own techniques that I need to work on, and I just need to improve as a shooter with practice and experience. So unfortunately I didn't shoot again after that, because I had 2 rounds in the rifle, or in my magazine. I handed him the rifle, I handed him the magazine, he put off those 2, and then he accidentally loaded one of his 308 rounds into my gun, because he thought that my Remington 783 was a 308, and actually it's a 30-06. So he shot off the 2 30-06. Excuse me. I'm not going to do another take. Anyways, he shot off my 2 30-06, and he loaded a 308, and the round got kind of stuck in there. My bolt catch wouldn't get the 308 out. So we went and just got a rod and kind of pushed it out again, but I didn't shoot it then. I helped him sight in his Diamondback AR. But anyways, this is actually probably going to be one of my conclusion videos for the Remington 783. And I really just wanted to say, guys, that first off, I appreciate anybody who's kind of watched me build the Remington 783 and get a little better and better. I'll do another video if I bring home an amazing target or something. But to me, this is already amazing. This is at 100 yards. And I think sometimes we get on the internet and we get a little too excited about sub-MOA and everything like that. And I'm like, and I ask people, what are you doing with rifle? Are you going out to be a marksman, target, competition shooter? Then yeah, you want to go make sure you get the gun that is comfortable for you, will is a tack driver, all those. But if you're gonna go hunting, Remington 783 is amazing. It's perfect. It feels comfortable. It's got the right weight distribution. The stock is a good size for an adult male, or even female. I think a female could easily shoot this gun. But anyways, with what I want to eventually do with this rifle, which is I just kind of wanted to have a rifle and one day would like to go hunting. This is all I need. I don't need 3 rounds that are sub-MOA. It'd be cool, but I'm not willing to spend the money for a rifle that's guaranteed to get me sub-MOA. This rifle can get you sub-MOA if you're good enough. I just think that results speak for themselves. And if there's anybody who's still, nitpicky about it, don't get it. You don't have to get it. But this rifle was meant for people like me. I'm new to it. I'm not willing to put multiple, thousands of dollars into my rifle. And the results are there. Every single one of these shots would take down a deer. This is at 100 yards. I wish I had a banana for a size comparison, but of course y'all see it. But here's a water bottle. I mean, seriously. I'm getting a little beside the point. Sorry, I get a little annoyed by people who preach about sub-MOA. It's like, really, what are you doing with that sub-MOA? What do you really do? You're not a military sniper. If you're a military sniper, thank you for your service and you do what you do, but I just think that 95% of the people who get online and comment and talk and are keyboard warriors, they're just a little too picky and they want perfection when really it's the shooter who needs to earn that perfection, and then they need to find the rifle that helps them. So again, in conclusion, Remington 783, amazing rifle, great price, can't say anything bad about it. Y'all have a good one.